there are billions of stars in the sky, so too are there countless worlds, places destroyed by war, built by peace, full of allies, enemies, lovers, and rivals. All of them, all of us, have one thing in common. We come from the stars, and to the stars we return. These are the adventures of the USS Zagreus.
Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Whelan. My pronouns are he, him. I'm an author, game designer, and professional nerd. Tonight, I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly local actual play show.
Laps.
We are playing Star Trek Adventures 2nd Edition from Modiphius Entertainment. If you this is the first show you're watching, you probably want to go back at least one so you can catch the first act of this 3-act arc. If you're going back, you might as well go back to the first episode of our second season. And if you're going to do that and you like what you see, go back to the first season and watch us play the first edition of the game and see how we established these characters. What we're going to do right now, so we can jump right back into the action, is we're going to go around the table and have everybody introduce who they are, the character that they're playing, their rank in Starfleet, and their role on the ship. So let's start with our first Mind Player.
Hi, my name is Sarah Babe, she, they, and I am playing Captain Kashatal. She is the Trill Commanding Officer of the USS Zagreus.
Let's move on to our next Mind Player.
Hi there, my name is Jordan Fishburne, and I am playing Lieutenant Commander Thing Duras, the Klingon Chief of Security.
Let's move on to our next Mind Player.
Hello there. My name is Ethan Eichson Anderson, he, him, and I am playing Gulick, the Lieutenant J.G. Transporter Chief.
And last but not least, our final Mind Player of the evening.
Hi, I'm Tawny P. Thompson, she, hers, and I am playing Tira Cedoc, the Lieutenant Flight Controller. Sorry, I used to be Lieutenant JG, and it's stuck in my brain. The Lieutenant Flight Controller, and I'm an Orion.
I thought we were all off book.
That's the secret. I'm never off book.
We're all just doing the Saturday Night Live thing. We're like, hello, yeah, no, I'm totally not reading a cue card past your shoulder.
Could we get cue cards?
No.
Yeah, that would be great.
No, we don't have the budget for that. And you don't want to read my handwriting.
Yeah, because you can't.
No, you can't.
We used to.
That's why his notes are always safe, and we can
Right, like this is one of the reasons why I don't feel like, I have to put it behind the screen. So I am barely like
Sure.
Flurb. Gerbil blurb?
I can read upside down, and I have no idea that's English.
And my handwriting is relatively tame compared to some dungeon masters that I have seen.
Yours is one of the worst. I'm sorry, honey.
Oh, I know. No, I'm not arguing that. I'm saying that comparatively, I have very crisp handwriting to some of the other people that I have read the notes of. When we last left the crew of the Zagreus, they were kind of stuck in the mire in the middle of a Tetrion pulse field that was apparently being generated by a trio of installations located on a very strange planet in a very strange system. The planet is one of 3 planets that shares an orbit with the other 2 planets around a star, and the star is in a trinary system with 2 other stars. There is also an impending ion storm that is threatening to ravage its way through the system. So the clock, as they say, is ticking. No pressure on. I hate to be the captain right now. So anyway, Captain, who are you sending on this away team?
Not it.
No.
I mean, yeah, like Thing.
Just Thing, give her like a knife to put in her teeth. It's taken care of.
Thing is good. Who do we have?
She's like looking up rainforest.
Give her the nice red headband. Go full.
Yeah.
Like
Rainforest camouflage techniques.
Douse yourself in mud like it's Predator.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thing, you, and actually I want to bring down the chief engineer as well.
Okay.
Because I think there's going to be some machine fuckery down there.
So is it going to be U5, or does somebody want to sub out?
I think Tall will sub out because, I mean, realistically, the captain shouldn't be going on away missions.
I don't know. Historically, that doesn't seem to be.
depends on which series you're looking
Yeah,
at.
Yeah, it really does. You know, I mean, yeah, you know what? I'll go with. That sounds fun. Fuck it, I'm going. Doing it live.
Haha.
Fix and post.
No cue cards.
And then, do you think you're gonna be Amy?
You need someone to drive the shuttle.
Yeah, because
Fly the shuttle.
you probably aren't beaming down there because you want to
hell
keep
no.
the.
Hell no.
Well, you want to keep the shields up because of both the
The radiation.
And the ion
radiation
shield.
and the ion storm. That
Are we specifically in orbit to basically have the planet between us and the ion storm that's coming through?
I can do that for you, says Gunny.
Please.
Okay. We actually get to finally create the stats for our chief engineer.
Wow.
So excited. Are we still having Gulak come with us?
I don't know what help it would be.
You're just another engineer. It helps to have two
You're
engineers.
smart.
Hmm.
Smart
We
boy.
know it's a mechanical thing that's
Causing this.
causing it.
Bring your toolbox.
Maybe two levers need to get pulled down at the same time.
For those of you who are unfamiliar, Star Trek, and honestly, a lot of the games after Star Trek have also adopted this as part of their creation process. You have the opportunity to create NPCs at the table. It's like how in Star Trek, what starts off as faces or, generic crew number 4, the more they appear, the more they get fleshed out and well-defined, and eventually they become Chief O'Brien.
I was just gonna say, I'm like O'Brien, and then you ended up on DS9.
Right. And then he's the main character.
And let's take a look at those Nielsen ratings and how do they do when that character's on.
All right, so Chief Engineer Aitor, his engineering skill is 4. What's his next best thing, do you think? Is it science?
Probably science, yeah.
Okay. What are his 2 okay scores?
Probably medicine, because I'm sure he's
Medicine, I think command.
Yeah,
because he's
he's
a
a
chief. Okay. And then I'm going to go with reason 10. Of the remaining 5 things, control, daring, fitness, insight, presence, what do you think his weak spot is?
fitness.
Fitness.
Sorry,
Ethan?
engineers.
Actually, maybe daring. He might have to have been kind of tough to get like some things in place or something like that.
We're saying his
We're
worst.
going low.
Yeah, so if it was daring would be the lowest, fitness would be a little bit better than daring.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Okay. So let's do daring 7, fitness 8. What do you think is equal to his fitness? That's in the okay rating.
Presence?
Yeah.
Yeah. 9. Okay. Flight control officer.
Yeah.
Why don't you flight control the shuttle?
I will flight control the shuttle.
Your target is going to be 2.
I have a focus of shuttlecraft.
So that means that if any of your dice are underneath your con score, they count as 2 successes.
And this is control con? Daring con?
I don't know. How are you flying?
Daringly.
Okay.
How daring do of you?
Actually,
We're going around the
Tech.
tricord
No,
Tachyon?
Tachyon. Tetrion particles.
I was gonna say you're trying to miss the trees.
And that.
So like landing in the trees is gonna be difficult.
Living in space, we all miss the trees.
That was pretty fucking deep, Ethan.
Okay, so one of them was under my con.
Okay, so that's 2.
The other one was a 19. And I'm not using that die anymore today.
Okay. You are
dice jail.
you are exiling a lot
My
of
dice
your
jail is way back behind Jordan, and if she would hand it to me.
I believe it's technically a dice brig when
You
we're
could have
talking about
asked it a little nicer.
naval operations.
Use your words.
Oh, that one doesn't fit.
So I feel like
That chokes it.
I feel like if you're flying using control, you're like, plotting a course and making sure that you follow it. And when you're daring, you're just kind of like, where are we going? Okay, let's go. And she's just freehanding it basically.
Do you think Dramamine exists?
I don't know, but you might need it.
Yeah.
No, they probably have the weird little bracelet
I'm
things.
delicate, okay?
Pressure point shenanigans or whatever.
Or like a patch.
Yeah.
I just clipped my ear with my hand. Like, it hurt.
No Dramamine for you.
I think you're probably sitting next to Itor, and he's definitely whatever the shuttlecraft equivalent of the oh shit handle, he is definitely white knuckling it with his third arm. You bring the shuttle down in a clearing that's basically at the bottom of the hill, and then the facility is basically spewing tetrion particles out of the top like a smokestack.
Can you see them?
Yes, they're reacting with the atmosphere in a strange way that you can actually see them because we had a little extra budget in the SFX budget, and we also don't want
little northern lights.
Well, we don't want the
Oh, we just got a new smoke machine.
Yeah.
right. Well, we don't want the viewers to be like, I don't see anything. How do they know? I'm going to spend 2 threat, and as soon as you who's the first out the door?
Me. Because I think I'm clearing the
area.
checking the corner.
Now, are you carrying any weapons beyond your standard sidearm? So I ask because if you do that, if you arm yourself, if you arm up, there is what's called an opportunity cost, which basically gives me more threat because it's kind of it's sort of I like to call it the Chekhov's phaser rule. You don't bring the phaser rifle unless you think you're going to need it.
I think because we weren't really aware of folks having any, we weren't really thinking that we were going to encounter anything in particular.
Yeah, there
Your bat left.
there are.
I do hover by the door with my hand over the phaser rifle, looking at the captain
No bat left.
There are no, so there are life signs that there's plant life, but the scans weren't detecting any fauna.
You're going through the jungle.
I think that I can kill most anything with my bare hands. That I
You have
keep in
bare
my pocket
hands?
at all times.
Welcome to the jungle.
I just like the visual of you going
got
through the
fun
jungle,
games.
cutting down brush with the
We've
bat
got
left.
everything you want.
Machete.
Honey, we know the
Clearing
name.
a
I feel like that's I feel like that's using a kitchen knife to cut
Yeah.
it is a tool for the job, but not the right one. As soon as the door opens, a torrential downpour hits.
Did we pack any umbrellas, Captain?
Doesn't rain in the ship.
It was a rhetorical. Never mind.
I think that you probably, because you knew that you were going down to an L-class planet, you
Poncho?
did. Yeah,
Poncho?
you at least got some
Poncho?
ponchos.
Okay, good. I flip the hood over my head and start making my way.
Okay.
Can I use my focus in warp field dynamics to have a tiny little umbrella bubble?
No.
I'll allow it.
that, but it's a warp field instead.
Yep.
I'll allow
Just
it.
like a little.
A little warp field parasol.
Yep.
Is it
Just
actually?
makes a little disc above me.
Does it actually have like transporter properties? So there's like just a tiny area of the ship where water is just.
we cut to like Jenkins to maintenance. That leak is back. I thought you fixed it. No, Marks. It
Marks,
would be to get to here from the if you're marching it, that's going to be a fitness plus security roll.
Okay.
If you want to take a different approach, run it by me and I'll tell you what to roll. The difficulty here is going to be 2.
Could we fly the shuttle in closer to where we need? Okay.
You
Tunnel under the.
Is this like a group decision?
No, well, I mean, if you're going, you're going.
Okay, yeah.
So looks like she went.
I rolled a 20
Okay.
and a success.
So I know how this works, but the focus is me that you can.
So if you roll on, normally you get 2 successes if you roll a 1.
Yeah.
If you roll under the skill or the department,
It increases your crit range.
basically, yeah, to
I'm
whatever
so close. Yeah.
to whatever that is.
Because it's you said daring plus
Security.
or fitness plus security.
Yeah, fitness with security.
Still rolled a 20.
Oh, so close. I only have 1 success.
I failed.
Okay.
So close to having 2 successes.
Okay. Everybody who has a 1, you can still make it up the hillside because it not only is it raining, it's causing it to get muddy and just slushy and awful, but you're going to take 2 stress to do that. Cedoc, you got a 0.
0.
But
But no crits either way.
and you got a complication.
Correct, sir.
The 3 of you make it up to the facility, and I think you're hanging behind for whatever reason. I don't know if it's a you reason or if it's a like.
Gotta lock the shuttle.
Well, well, unfortunately, you dallied too long because you slip and fall and like slide down a little bit and grab like a rock that's sticking out of the side of the hill. But then as you pull yourself up, that rock pulls out and starts tumbling down the side of the hill. And by the time it gets down to the bottom where the shuttle is, there's a massive mudslide. It goes up to like the side of the door of the shuttle. And you were just about ready to leave and you're like, oh, shh! And you hit the door and now
So
you're
I'm in the shuttle.
you're trapped in the shuttle.
Great. Captain!
You might want to hit your...
Captain!
Yes, Cedoc?
Are you alive?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, I'm trapped in the shuttle.
Beam yourself out.
But now the shuttle is stuck. In the mud.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Okay.
How is she beaming herself out? And where is she beaming to?
It's a thing. There's transporter capabilities and
But
shuttles.
then I'd have to go back to the ship, right?
No.
No. Okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me roll to beam myself.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna go well for me.
I believe in you.
If I fail at beaming myself places, do
Inside
I... that was the question, yes. Greg-knack? Do I Greg-knack myself?
I'm telling you, it's one of the best Star Trek movies. I don't think so, because that seems very
It's harsh.
harsh and anticlimactic.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, but real funny.
Real funny. Yeah, for everybody except her,
Yeah.
and she's one of the owners of this house. So the difficulty is 2.
Okay. And
I-
I'm rolling. Engineering and...
Can I help her by offering the coordinates? Because, like,
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a daring plus science. I feel like this is.
For me, this would be. Oh my God, Sarah Lababe!
She's.
How does that affect me? Does that affect me poorly?
It
She
can.
grignacked me.
I rolled a 20, folks. 2-0.
So you give the
No.
exact coordinates where you are.
Oh my god! 2 mix!
No.
Trill. All the way across.
All right.
Talk
So,
about a 3-body problem.
what, so buried shuttlecraft is one complication.
Also, as soon as I get out of the shuttle, I'm gonna delete to Gunny and see if he can run some diagnostics.
Ooh.
You're gonna delete?
This is cable.
Well, so you go to the small transporter, and I think you are kind of having a moment of like, okay, this is easy. I haven't done this since the academy. How hard could it be? So she gave you the coordinates for the facility, which is where they are.
Yeah.
The transporter inside the shuttle isn't letting you lock on to the facility because it says that there is already a lock on it, and that's interfering with the process.
Can I go like 2 steps to the left?
Yeah, I mean that's going to make it a difficulty 3 roll.
Gunny.
Yeah, Yeah, Tara?
Where are you at right now?
I'm on the bridge.
Cool. How
Everybody
much do
can hear
remember?
you.
Oh, never mind. I got this. It's
Hey,
fine.
what do you need help with?
Nothing. I'm good. Never mind.
Okay.
I have like a map of the planet.
Yeah.
Could I go like just outside of the thinger?
The ship.
The facility?
You can beam yourself outside of the facility, and that would lower the difficulty to 2.
Okay.
But that also means that you might still have to go, like you
Right.
might have to walk a little bit, basically.
Remind me what I'm rolling.
Daring plus engineering.
Okay, that's not so bad. Yeah, we'll do
And
that.
I will also remind you that you have,
I do have my fancy
momentum
die. Yeah.
and fancy. We have 1 momentum in the pool if you want to buy an extra d20.
So I'm looking at rolling under a 14 if it's daring and engineering.
That's not too bad.
That's not so bad.
Remember that this momentum also goes away
At the end of the scene.
at the end of the scene.
I'm using it then.
So take another d20.
Cool.
Preferably
Not that
one.
one.
Any
Not
left?
that one.
Hush.
Are you using one of mine?
No. 1, 2 successes.
Okay. You step into the emergency transporter. And except now you are you're out of the shuttle, but you're still at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah. Yeah. So I still have to do a fitness roll.
Yep.
Fitness and
Other people could help if they wanted to.
I ain't
No.
rolling for
I
nothing
think
right
I'll.
now.
I
I
had
already helped
heard the
enough.
trouble that was happening, so I trudged back to the hill, and I was like,
Security.
fitness and security.
"Tara,
Yeah.
here, it's a vine," and I threw a vine down.
Okay.
Do you throw the whole vine or just the end of it?
Just
Rope
depends
is-
on what she rolls.
Yeah, that's probably the case.
Okay.
It's one die that I
Yeah,
roll.
120 and
yeah, I passed mine.
Okay, so
that's
one
all that
success.
matters.
yeah, so you're gonna get 1
And
success.
I'm rolling fitness
And-
I'm sorry,
Security.
security. Okay. That's a success.
Okay. So yeah,
And also a
And-
19 though. Shit.
I wish you would have gotten that last time. You know, I'm just gonna take 2 threat.
Oh good.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Great.
I feel
I've
good
yet
about
to
this.
dip
I'm
below
a
8
threat
threat.
machine tonight, y'all.
So you enter the facility.
Dripping wet.
Because it left your poncho behind when you
Oh yeah,
came down.
absolutely.
No, I think it got caught on something while she was climbing up.
Got it. Yeah.
So now it's kind of flapping in the breeze. And you're soaked to the bone.
Not very leave no trace of me, but here we
Um,
are.
Itor has figured out how to open the door to this thing.
Yay, Itor.
If I can interrupt, Captain, you look like you're plotting. This thing looks very old and very advanced. I don't know why I'm giving him
I love it.
It's great.
Good.
all right,
I
fine.
love it.
Fine. I'm just gonna go straight full on Peter Falk. Here we go. Because Star Trek has aliens that have Italian Brooklyn accents.
Of course.
I mean, why not? Yeah. I mean, Worf was brought up by humans.
Right. Have you ever heard of the Takan Empire?
Have I?
That will be a reason plus science roll if you want to know. This is a difficulty 0 check that you can spend points on for.
Oh, well, I rolled 3.
You got 3 successes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you want to? So the first thing is, yes, you have heard of the Takan Empire. It is one of those ancient Star Empire precursor races.
What? How do you spelling?
TKON.
Why do you have to ask him how it's spelled? Because then I have to correct my notes.
Why do you think I use erasable pen? Boom.
This species is known for being very technologically advanced, similar to the Iconians that you ran into last season.
Okay.
As far as you know, any ruins or basically any evidence of the Empire that has been discovered has not been functioning.
Okay, so this is the first instance of their technology actually working.
Mm-hmm. Now you have 3 momentum that you can either spend to ask additional questions or bank them.
Can you guys think of any additional? How do we turn it off?
I mean, there is probably a switch inside to turn it off.
Okay.
Why is it tetrasating?
Tetryon, you mean?
Yes,
Okay. Emitting tetryon particles?
Uh-huh.
what I said. Pretty sure that exactly.
Yep.
Word for word.
Oh, well, okay. If this thing is putting out tetryon particles, it's basically the tetryon particles are keeping the ion storm at bay.
So the storm that we saw
That's on its way. So basically, they're acting like sandbags for the coming flood or the coming storm. You want to bank the last one, or you want to ask another question?
Did you have another one?
I'm curious on how they're making the particles, the radiation. Because if it works as an ion cloud disruptor, we could then co-opt it later on as a new form of force field.
True, but I think you could probably make an engineering roll in order to figure that out. What I want to know is, why is it still operating?
Are they trying to tell us about the Reapers?
Is that the question?
Yeah.
If these things operated to flush out the tetryon particles to protect against the ion storm, you suspect that this building has an additional purpose, and the tetryon field is basically it was on idle and then the ions it must have detected the oncoming storm and kicked on this particular function.
So
Okay,
what
so
is it protecting?
The planets, in theory, because the ion storm
But
could.
why are the planets important?
Well, that's not a one that I'm going to easily give you.
Sure,
Probably
but like
because they're imported.
I hope our podcast listeners felt that eye roll.
Thanks, I hate it.
Okay, so how do we find that out? Like, there has to be some reason that they would put this very dangerous radiation into being to protect themselves from this warp storm when the planets are essentially empty. So there's got to be something here that's being protected. Maybe it's the star.
Well, let's go in and figure it out.
Yeah, we could always explore.
Maybe there's records in there that'll tell us what's going on. I'm sure there's personal logs. Maybe. Possibly. Probably not, but it could be a thing. Shall we go in?
So we cut to and you entering the sort of command center. Aitor lets out a low whistle like, whoa. I mean, this thing has been around for 600,000 years. That's quality construction is what that is.
They literally do not make them like they used to.
Well, I've never seen one made like this, but then again, I'm not that familiar with, ancient alien technology. No, I'm more of a modern guy.
Yep. Can tell.
But, Gullick, that console over there, can you, that one seems to be active. Can you check it for me?
I would like to beep boop it.
Okay. Give me a reason plus engineering. Your target is just going to be 2.
Well, I got a 1.
Beep, 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 beep. And he disappears.
Aitor?
Oh.
This guy.
Gully.
Like in a quick flash of light.
I storm over there and look around.
Tricorder?
Yeah. Give me a science plus reason roll.
I ain't found shit.
Okay.
You and me today, man. You and me. With the failing.
I cycle the perimeter. Aitor, do you know where he could have been sent?
I have no idea. Oh, I hope we didn't lose that boy.
Can we tell what the console is supposed to be for? Without touching it?
Well, do you want to give me a reason science roll?
Ooh.
Sure. That's my skill
I don't
set.
like it when you use that voice.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You have no idea. Like you're like, does this button? And they're like, nope, not touching anything.
Not touching it.
Well, actually, I think you're like, what is this? And Aitor goes,
Right. Yes. No.
Very important rule of Starfleet. If a crew member disappears after touching a thing,
Don't touch the
Don't
thing.
touch the thing.
Yes.
Captain, can I go and search the facility in case he was transported to a different area?
Please do.
Meanwhile,
Gullick has been saved.
no, you're you're looking around because he's basically standing in the same facility, but everybody else is gone.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Look out the window. Are you on a rainforest planet?
Can I look out a window and see if I'm in a winter planet?
No,
Or
you're on a desert planet.
Copy paste.
Can I beep boop? Gullock?
Yeah, you hear like there's a little interference, but
Beep boop.
You might be able to juice.
the proper Starfleet
Sorry.
thing would
Deedle
be
doot.
no, not No, not the beep boop. It would be Cedoc to Gulick.
Oh, fine.
She doesn't do regulation.
Yeah, I know.
No, she doesn't.
But
for those at home
For those
who
at
want to
home.
know.
Right.
Of course. Right. Galak, can you... Shit.
it's a connection, but it is kind of a fuzzy connection.
I got him. But
Well-
not good.
Well, or do you? I guess you don't know that yet until you respond.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I'm here, and
So it's like normal.
stuff going on, and it's kind of warm where I'm at. I don't know what you guys are doing.
How much of that do I get? Not enough?
Enough.
Okay. Captain, I think he might be on the desert planet.
That's fucking great. I love that.
Same. At least it's dry.
I storm back into the room. I couldn't find Gulick.
Hey, Thang.
I think Cedoc actually found him. Says Chief Itor.
I'm very science-minded. You see,
Oh my God.
so, I remembered that he's wearing a communicator, and, so am I. So I used it.
We think he teleported to one of the other planets.
The desert one specifically. He said it was warm.
Okay. Thank you.
And he goes, and so if this thing is a transport console, and he's like, now that I know what it is, I'm gonna touch it.
Now I'm like
You do
hovering
you.
over
Yeah.
his shoulder, like,
Well, you shouldn't touch me just to be safe. I told Gulick, do you want to come? You want to come back here, or are we bringing us to you?
I'm wondering if we need to be on all three.
Oh, what? Why do you think that?
I don't know. 3 separate controls, 3 separate planets.
But if we turn it off, we lose our defense against the ion storm.
Well, but if we don't turn it off, we're never getting out of here, because we won't be able to get a warp field with any integrity.
Could we weather the ion storm and then turn it off?
Well, the ion storm isn't going to come through unless we turn it off. It's basically, it's locked out right now.
Great.
Oh, okay. I was under the belief it was like
a
Passing
storm.
through.
passing through, and it was coming through no matter what.
Right.
But it's in a battle.
The
that's never
Tetrion is they're going
Right now they're going through a quantum entanglement field. So we got to kind of let it loose. Well, maybe we can reroute it, and then we can turn off. Oh, that's a great idea, Captain. Let's see if we can reroute it.
Great idea, Captain.
Great idea, Captain.
Thank you.
Honestly, Itor does this all the time. He's never the guy who's like, I have this great idea. Who's like, well, that was so good, honey. You did so great. That's one of the reasons he's your chief engineer, is because
He's a kiss ass.
he's a what?
No,
Because he's good at teaching people.
No, this happens with my parents all the time. They'll look at me while they're thinking about something, and they'll start talking about it, and they're like, "Oh, thank you, sir. I figured it out." And I'm like,
It's rubber ducking. He rubber ducks you. You are his rubber duck.
Like
Yeah.
Ernie.
IT developers, when they're trying to work through code and they're having a hard time and they're stuck, they talk to a little rubber duck that they got, and it helps them work it out
Because it is rubber, and I am glue, and what I say
bounces off of
you.
and sticks to me, which is where the ideas need to be.
Yeah, you know that old saying.
Going
Classic
home.
saying.
Okay, but if we reroute the storm, we are going to need somebody at that third console.
Tara said that she was science-minded.
Oh shit!
"Cold-blooded."
Thang.
All right.
Thang.
No.
I believe
have
you're
to thank me,
familiar.
Tira.
I believe you're familiar with my particular brand of humor.
You don't have to be humble. You don't have to thank me. I believe in you.
This is the fucking best.
Captain, there seems to be an eclipse centered around Fang.
Nothing but shade.
Sarcasm meters are off the charts, sir. No. The lieutenant commander's got a point. We'll just bip you over there. You push a button, we'll bip you right back.
A button. I can do that.
Well, you're here to learn, right?
Yeah.
Which one was it?
He waves you over.
Right.
And he's like, no, you just push that and then that thing. You slide that over. You cycle that 2 times, 1.5 times to 2 times, and then you hit those 2 at the same time.
Wait, like 1 3/4, or are we talking like I write it all down on my hand?
Okay.
Or you could record it with your
I do that.
tricorder.
Okay.
Tricorder that I have that I know how to use.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, beep!
That shit never gets old.
Please tell me he didn't green back me. Did he green back me?
Because if you wait till 3, then they scream when they go through,
Yeah.
and then they're screaming on the other end, and that's very disconcerting.
Right, you never want to.
You don't want to come out of a transporter
We cut
screaming.
and Tira is for sure screaming.
Man, I hope someone else is in that room.
Wait.
Where they
Very
are.
cold here. It's very cold and I don't like it.
Hold on a second. I'm getting the hang of this. And Itor hits a few more buttons, and you've got screens up of Cedoc and Gulag.
It's cold.
She looks miserable.
And it's
Oh shit,
cold.
you are wet and you're cold.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You know,
She's just utterly shit.
Yeah, like you just see like a slow shuddering breath come out of her.
sometimes that fast talking really doesn't do you any favors, does it?
Oh,
Thing is like sometimes you must force honor upon someone if they are not willing to take it.
oh, Itor, before we do anything else, can you please do a search to see if there are any personal logs we can bring up?
It's going to take a while, Captain. From what I've been able to tell so far, well, you're not. Was that true? So, I figured out what the system is. I'm personally, I think this is a ridiculous idea. So I completely understand if you were like, Itor, think of something else, because there's no way. But it's a warehouse. The Chicon Empire,
Yeah.
they moved beyond terraforming into galactic construction. So they would find celestial bodies, stars and planets and those sorts of things, and build the system that they wanted to make rather than change the existing thing. Like if they wanted a star and a bunch of planets in the middle of nowhere, they would just drop them off there. This thing is a giant teleporter.
Okay, but why?
So they can create their own solar systems
But for what purpose?
to fit their needs
But there's no one here.
Well, that's
because they're dead.
Oh,
but their stuff is left over.
got it.
You see, organic matter decays at a faster
Okay,
rate.
but what killed them?
That we don't know, and I think that that's not necessarily something we need to solve right now. What we need to figure out is how to shut down these emitters, get back on the ship, and safely report all this to Starfleet, so that way they can send someone else to deal with it.
I'm in. Let's go.
Okay. You ready? Is everybody ready?
All right.
Okay. You first. Hit.
Are you
Do it exactly like I taught you.
Yeah. Are you gonna make me roll for this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm using this guy.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 threat to generate the complication frozen Cedoc.
Why do I set myself up for these things?
So now your difficulty is 3.
Son of a bee. Yeah, I'm using that. Which means I only roll 1 die.
Well, also, Itor is going to help you.
Oh, good.
Do we want to give him a focus in transporters?
Not a focus in ancient technology. That would fit.
You already figured
He
out
said
it's
he was a
transporter
modern
system.
He said he was a modern man.
That's true.
Okay, so you need...
To roll anything.
Yeah, you
That's
need,
not a 20.
you need to not roll a 20.
Okay.
Or 19.
What am I?
Or 19.
What am I actually rolling?
Reason plus engineering?
Okay. 11.
I'd take that as a 5.
I would also take that as a 5. Okay.
See, what you don't tell Itor is that rather than like the written instructions, you basically just like have your tricorder connect on the Wi-Fi and have it do it for you.
100%. 100%. I am a modern science-minded person.
And that
And-
ancient great technology has voice activation.
like you feel the great facility rumble and shudder as it shuts down
It's
production.
doing a thing.
What was the value that you?
I rolled a 5.
No. You have to. What was your You have one of your values like.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah, I
Okay.
can do that.
All right.
See, you could do that.
Yeah, I can do
Okay.
that.
Gulak, you're up. Same thing. It's a 3.
Can she transport herself back right away?
Oh, now I can. Boop.
Good. Okay.
Actually, wait.
What am I rolling?
Reason plus engineering.
I got a 3.
Okay.
Nice.
Barely.
And Itor hits a couple more things on the panel, and the back walls shimmer for a second. And one of them you can see Cedoc, and one of them you can see Gulak. Come on back, guys!
Are we worried about this ion field now?
Yeah, I mean it's on its way, but as long as we get back to the ship quickly, you know, we should be fine.
About that, the shuttle. There was the slide with the mud. It's buried.
Oh yeah, you should take care of that. I gotta check something, Captain.
What's going on?
I'm detecting some kind of signal.
Okay.
Wait, it's not. It's some kind of beacon.
What does it say?
Well, it's not saying anything. It's just putting out a signal, like a homing beacon.
Is it on this planet?
Yeah, it's on the top of the building.
I can go check it out, Captain.
Please do.
Thing runs up the stairs, climbs up the side of the ladder, pulls herself up, and sure enough, you see a beacon on the top of the building, and it doesn't match the style of the Tikon building. It looks like it was added much later.
I report this on. Is there anything I can see?
Give me a
Oh boy.
reason plus science roll.
Cool. Under a 13.
How science-minded are you? Oh, okay.
Oh, now you're trash talking.
Always.
ABTT, always
Always
be trash talking. Your target is going to be 2.
Is it Klingon?
No.
Got a 1.
You climb up, you see the technology, and your jaw drops. It's clearly Borg technology.
Uh-oh. Captain, there's a late edition up here. This beacon, it looks Borg in nature.
Destroy it.
This is Borgish.
You pull out your phaser, and the shield pops up and blocks it.
It's shielded.
Tear it down, throw it down, do whatever you can, pull it apart by
And
hand.
that is where we end our episode here tonight. Join us next week for the exciting conclusion to this arc that I'm calling a detour into history. But until then, just repeat to yourself, it's only a game. I should really just relax.
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.